Lokoja 3M 2024 between Onoja Alhaji Oguche and 1. Kogi State Government, 2. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Kogi State, 3. Kogi State Pension Board, Lokoja.
Who
My
is
Lord,
in court?
judgment creditor is in court.
Or who are in court?
Judgment is in court, my Lord. Judgment debtor absent.
Who is in court?
Judgment creditor is in court, my Lord.
Judgment debtors are absent.
Yes, my Lord.
My Lord.
Appearances.
My Lord, the judgment creditor applicant respondent is in court. And I proceed with my matter, my Lord.
My Lord, I'm in this case for the judgment debtors. With full respect, my name is Oyewumi Ojuokaye Esquire, my Lord. Acting Deputy Director, Civil Litigation, Ministry of Justice. My appearance is for the judgment debtors, stroke applicants.
Any other appearance?
May I please, my Lord? SS Uda. My Lord, I'm for the first, third, and garnishes.
First, third, and
8 garnishes.
8.
Yes, my Lord.
Very well.
Thank you, my Lord.
Any other appearance?
With profound respect to the Honorable Court, I am M.A. Omada.
Yes.
My appearance is for the second garnishi, Access Bank PLC.
Very well. Any other appearance? Is there any other counsel in court?
That is all from the open court, my Lord.
Anyone online? I don't think there's any other appearance online. Any other party online or any counsel online? None. Okay, let me hear from you.
My Lord, we have an application that's for the judgment debtors, which we filed. For the judgment debtors, we filed an application in respect of the garnishee proceedings. By which
when did you file it?
It was filed
when
on
did
the
you file
21st of March, 2024. March 2024.
Okay. Mr. Onoja, are you in receipt of this application?
Yes, my Lord, and I've responded to it. Mute yourself.
Please mute yourself if you're not talking to the court. You responded to it on 22nd of March. Mr. Onoja.
Yes, that's the day he filed it, 22nd March. Mr. Onoja, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, my Lord. Somebody's phone should be.
And 21st of March. Mr. Jokai, I can't
Yes.
lay my hands on the copy of your application. I only have the proof of service.
My Lord, when it was filed, my Lord,
definitely if there is a proof of service, then there should be the process itself in the case file. But I can't find it. What I have is I have the affidavit of to show cause of the garnishes.
My Lord, it's a motion on notice.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I have the proof of service. I have a copy of that. I have a copy of the proof, but I can't find the main process. I have the proof at page 100 of the court record saying it was received by one dealer, Jojo Falaji Onoja, 21st of March, 2024. But I can't find the process itself. What I have is a motion for stay you filed in January, which seems to have been abandoned by you. That's all I have. Court registrar, Lokoja, court registrar. Are you there? Can you hear me? Yes. I can't find. Do you have it there with you?
No, my lord.
I'll find it. The only one I have is the motion filed in January. Let me ask them here.
Okay, my lord, meanwhile, the motion filed in January, we actually did not abandon it. We were expecting a date from the courts before we proceeded.
Why didn't you find out? Why didn't you find out from the court? When you file a process in court.
We have been making inquiry from the registry at Lokoja, my lord. We have been making inquiry for the dates, but they said that none had been given. My lord?
They told you that no date was given.
Yes, my lord, until we suddenly received an application or an order of garnishee.
The enrollment of order. The enrollment
yes,
of
my
the
lord.
order.
The enrollment of the order. That's what we just suddenly received. But meanwhile, we had filed the motion and we had served the judgment creditor. So we're even surprised that the application still went on for the garnishee proceedings after having been served.
Because I asked them to give you date, and I believe that they must have done that. So when I didn't see you in court and they had filed, I listened to them.
No, my lord, no date was ever communicated to us, even from our inquiry.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that you ought to have made inquiries, because I have it on record here that I gave an order that they should give you date for the hearing of your application. In fact, I'd asked the registrar here about it, and he told me that it's Lokoja that normally gives the date. So I thought you abandoned it.
No, my lord, we are approaching the registry, but they said that no dates yet. So until we just saw the enrolled order of the other NISA. And I don't know, my lord, the issue is actually that we had made all efforts filing applications at the upper courts, that's the Court of Appeal, in respect of this matter, for leave to appeal the case, and also
not been granted leave.
No, not yet, my lord.
Granted leave, have you?
Not yet, my lord.
Very well. Well, if you want me to take your application, let me hear you, the application for stay. Or which of the two would you want to take? What is the basis of this second application? Because I can't find a copy in the case file here.
My Lord,
what are you seeking for? The front page is saying that
we are seeking
to vacate the other nisi.
Yes, my Lord. My Lord, the major grounds are that we made application to appeal at the Court of Appeal. We are on the basis that this matter, the appeal is not as of right, except the Court of Appeal gives a leave to appeal against the judgment of this honorable court. And also, my Lord, that at the time we filed the application for garnishee proceedings went before this honorable court, we already had our application at the Court of Appeal, which we have served on the judgment creditor. And so we expected that, okay, at least by the service of the processes, being that the leave of court will have to be sought at the Court of Appeal, assuming there was no this thing for leave, because all the applications are ready. In fact, the notice of appeal and everything was attached, and the substantial grounds of appeal. Then we also feel that the proceedings itself, the order of this honorable court, with respect granted in respect of the other nisi, has some discrepancy with the judgment of the court of 12th December being appealed against or being sought to be affected by the
discrepancy.
My Lord, is in respect of the sums, the amount of money that was actually.
What was the judgment sum?
The judgments were.
What was the judgment sum? I have a copy of the judgment here.
Yes, my Lord. The judgment sum was for the sum of 822,291 naira 68 kobo. The render of the
plus 1 million naira. Then, plus 1 million naira.
Yes, but in the enrolled order, my Lord, which the judgments, which these proceedings is all about. Yes, for the garnishee, says that it's for the sum of a different sum. I'm trying to.
$1,822,000.
Yes, my Lord, 291 naira 58 kobo. My Lord,
58 kobo.
Okay, the cost of prosecution, I think, my Lord, is 100,000 naira from the judgment itself. That's the third relief granted on page 35 of the judgment.
Just a minute. It's showing 1 million naira here. Mr. Onoja, let me hear from Mr. Onoja. Is Mr. Onoja online?
Yes, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. My lord,
Yes.
sorry, there is no discrepancy in the judgment sum. The main judgment is 822,291 naira 68 kobo, and the cost awarded by the court is 1 million naira. So the order NASA made was in respect of 1,822,291 naira 68 kobo. There is no discrepancies in any way. Then, secondly, the issue of application. Being a judgment creditor and applicant, I'm a lawyer myself, so I take to advantage. Application for leave is not the same thing as appeal. There is no law that says once there's an application for leave, the court is stifled. There is no appeal before your lordship. And even on the motion paper, he is referring to a judgment that does not exist. In the sense that he is saying the judgment is 900,000. There is no judgment before your lordship that is 900,000. That is what he say. He claimed to be filing leave to appeal against.
But just a minute, Mr. Onoja. I'm looking at your reliefs. There must be a mix-up with the cost.
Okay.
During your reliefs, you asked for the sum of 500,000 as cost.
No, my lord, I asked for a sum of 300.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
The court granted 1 million.
That's the question of the law. Just a minute. Looking at the reliefs, you are seeking for, that's a relief, relief HI. I is 500,000 naira as the cost. Am I not right? Unmute yourself, Mr. Onoja.
Yes, my lord.
So if you're asking for 500,000, I wouldn't have awarded 1 million naira.
My lord, from the circumstance of the case, even your lordship asked the question. For 20 years, only 822,000 naira was not paid. And that was the reasoning the court gave that this is a...
Which paragraph of the judgment did I award the cost so that I can read it in context?
I
think paragraph 50, is it 55? This copy is 55. Yes. Cost of action and 10% post-judgment interest. So I said, as succeeded in part, acted arbitrarily, that the defendants acted arbitrarily by failing.
In that paragraph.
No, just a minute, let me read it. I'm trying to read it. The claimant in this action has succeeded in part in this action and has been able to show that the defendants acted arbitrarily and unlawfully by failing to pay the remainder of the death benefit of his late brother, whose estate he is the sole administrator. If the defendants paid the death benefit of the claimant on time, there will not have been any need to file this suit, incurring costs and time expended on same. It is in view of this that I exercise my discretion in favor of the claimant and award the sum of. This seems to be 1 million as cost of action. That's why most times I write it in words as well.
We read it as 100,000 because we believe that the courts would not award more than what the applicants has asked for.
The court has the discretion. Actually, the court has a discretion to award costs. whether or not
As copies.
by this court and by law has the power to award costs, and it's at the discretion of the court for the court to so do. So looking at the contest in which I awarded the costs, I think I awarded 1 million. That's what is here, not even I think. It's 1 million naira.
We read it as 100,000 naira, that it would be a typo error.
Even if it's 100,000, have you paid it? Have you complied? You have not complied. The main amount is not complied. What advice do you give to them? Somebody who is late for almost how many years, and you failed to pay the government has failed to pay the entitlement for how many years? Just 800 and something thousand naira.
Well, we had discussed with we had invited Lokoja, but he has been evasive. Otherwise, this matter will have not.
He has been what?
So evasive as to having a discussion with us, especially with the office of the Attorney General.
No, what is to be discussed? What is to be discussed in just payment of just 822,000 naira? Eh? How much is this? Especially now in this country now with the rate of inflation. How much is 822,000 naira? Having kept it for more than 20 years. That's why I awarded 1 million naira actually as costs. And that's what I stated in the body of the judgment. So what do you want me to do now, Mr. Jokaye? You still want me to take a motion for stay? I'll take it. Or you feel that you would resolve it and pay?
My Lord, your Lordship can take it, my Lord, so that we know that.
Because even you're coming to Abuja to file the process will cost you more than that. Your ESTA code, you're going back and forth. The money and time that you will spend in prosecuting this 822,000 naira.
As a company, I understand very well, my Lord, but it's just my learned friend for the claimant himself. Otherwise, we would have covered this. Maybe after today's proceedings, he would have a year to discuss with us again. So we listen and we find a way.
No, not him. It's you, Mr. Jokai. It's you as a minister in the Temple of Justice. It's you. Because this is just 800 something thousand naira since when this man died, and you ought to have paid the money to his administrator. You didn't, and that's why they have to come to court to expend this amount in filing this suit, in going back and forth. There are certain things that as legal officers, senior legal officers, that you can advise the government and tell them that there is no point going to court over this. They can just pay this amount. And not to talk of you saying that you are against 800 and something thousand naira. If you present this before you, don't you think that it would seem so, I don't know how else to put it. You're coming from Lokoja and collecting what DTA, don't you think it will be up to this or more than this? I don't think it's a matter that should be allowed to go further.
As God pleases.
1 week to go and resolve it and pay the money.
As God pleases.
Give me a date next week.
We are most grateful, my Lord.
Mr. Jokai, tell your Attorney General that I had asked you to lay all the cards before him and let him look at it, look at the consequences of going back and forth on this matter and pay this man.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
So what day?
9th.
Eh?
8th, my lord. 8th or 9th
Sorry?
of July.
8th or 9th
or
of
9th.
Court registrar, let me have the diary. What day of the week is that?
Monday or Tuesday.
8th
Maybe
or
Tuesday
9th.
9th.
Right. Okay, I think Tuesday will be fine. I think 18th will be fine. I mean, sorry, 9th.
As copied.
Or 10th. Let's put it at 10th.
It's okay. Very well, man.
Noja, is that okay? Because I think I have one judgment on that day. 10th.
As copied.
We are most grateful, my lord.
So adjourn to 10th of July 2024 for report of compliance.
As copied this. I'm grateful, sir.
Very well. Any other matter?
No, my lord.
No. All right.
You are fully busy.